La Cosa Nostra. Our thing. Not written in books, not spoken in court, carved in silence. And every crown in that world was paid for in blood. It came from the old world, crossed the Atlantic deep. Landed where the hungry learn to fight just to breathe. Little rooms, back doors, candles and coals. Men spoke low while the city got on. No Omertà on the tongue, black suits in the rain. Respect had a price, disrespect had a name. Not every crown shines, some crowns stay hidden. Some thrones get built where the plans turn wicked. They didn't move loud, they moved like smoke. One night in the dark made the whole block choke. Family first, but the family had teeth. Gold on their hand and the blade underneath. From the docks to the bars, from the streets to the banks, they turn fear into order, turn blood in the ranks. No flag in the sky, no throne in the square, but the room went cold when their name hit the air.
Whispers in the hallway, shadows on the wall. Every little empire waits for the call. No mercy in the mirror, no pity in the stars. Only old men counting young men's scars. La Cosa Nostra, crown of Omertà, built out of blood under cold street stars. 5 closed doors and a table in smoke. One wrong word made the whole room choke. La Cosa Nostra,
Empire in the dark,
every family name
left a permanent mark.
Lucky Luciano at the table like the king of the kings. Boss of all bosses with invisible strings.
The golden years came with a velvet threat. Silk ties clean, but the hands stayed wet. Money moved quiet through the night like a ghost. Every toast had a secret, every smile had a cost. Restaurants whispered, back rooms breathed. Church bells rang while the wolf still feasted. A handshake could bless you, a silence could end you. A friend at the table could turn and forget you. Lucky Luciano sat calm where the legends begin. Cold eyes sharp, with a sharp fin grin. Not just a man, more like law in the suit. When he looked at the table stayed mute. Boss of all bosses, but he barely had to speak. Power don't shout when the whole world's weak. He made chaos wear a tie in the name. Turned street fire into organized flame.
No crown on his head, but the crown was there. You could feel it in the smoke, you could taste it in the air. No throne made of gold, no choir in the hall. Just one quiet look and the city stood tall. La Cosa Nostra, crown of Omertà, built out of blood under cold street stars. 5 closed doors and a table in smoke. One wrong word made the whole room choke. La Cosa Nostra,
Empire in the dark,
every family name
left a permanent mark.
Lucky Luciano at the table like the king of the kings. Boss of all bosses with invisible strings.
But every empire gets cracks in the gold. Old codes rust when the new blood's cold. Young wolves bark where the old dogs stare. Too many wanted the crown, too few were prepared. The table got louder, the silence got thin. Honor turned cheap when the fear crept in. Men who swore forever started selling names. And the old world burned in the new world's flames. The suit stayed black, but the magic got pale. The myth got heavy and the blood left trails. No empire dies in a single night. It fades in the smoke while the ghosts still fight. They lost the shine, but they never went clean. Still hear the name in the dark movie scene. La Cosa Nostra, smoke in the frame. They buried the years, but they never killed the name.
Family silence, power and sin. Every locked door had a devil within. Blood on the marble, dust on the throne. Empires get lonely when the king dies alone.
Lucky Luciano,
King in the shade,
the crown got heavy.
but the legends stay.
No saint, no savior,
No hero to praise
just a ghost in the suit
from the old dark days. La Cosa Nostra, crown of Omertà, built out of blood under cold street stars. 5 closed doors and a table in smoke. One wrong word made the whole room choke. La Cosa Nostra,
Empire in the dark,
every family name
left a permanent mark.
Lucky Luciano at the table like the king of the kings. Boss of all bosses with invisible strings.
La Cosa Nostra,
The name still breathes
in old black suits.
in forgotten streets,
The crown got rust,
but the shadow still stays.
a dead empire walking through a modern age. They buried the men, they burned the books, they changed the streets, but some names
Never leave the room.
La Cosa Nostra.